this is the lecture number 1 for the chapter quadrilateral for the class 9th. Now, what is a quadrilateral? First of all, I'll define it. Now, a quadrilateral is a four-sided closed figure. Let us take this a four-sided closed figure, ABCD. So, ABCD is a quadrilateral in which we have four sides. Four sides are AB, BC, CD and AD. These are four sides AB, BC, CD and AD. Four angles. Four angles are angle A, angle B, angle C and angle D. These are four angles: angle A, angle B, angle C and angle D. And we have two diagonals. That is AC and BD. AC and BD are two diagonals in it. So ABCD is a quadrilateral, which is a four-sided closed figure in which we have four sides, four angles and two diagonals. After that we have opposite sides. Opposite sides. So there are two pairs of opposite side, AB and CD. This AB and CD, and BC and AD are two pairs of opposite sides. Similarly, we have opposite angles. Again, we have two pairs of opposite angles, angle A and angle C. This is angle A and this is angle C, and angle B and angle D are two pairs of opposite angles. After that, we have adjacent sides. Adjacent sides. Adjacent sides are those which have one vertex common, that is AB, BC, BC, CD and CD, AD and AD, AB. There are four pairs of adjacent sides, that is AB, BC, BC, CD, CD, DA and DA, AB. There are four pairs. This and this are adjacent side, this and this are adjacent side, this and this are adjacent side, this and this are adjacent sides. Similarly, we have adjacent angles. Adjacent angles. Again, we have four pairs of adjacent angles, angle A and angle B. The angles which is at the same line segment, that is AB, angle A, angle B and angle C, and angle C and angle D, and angle C and angle D, and angle A and angle D. So these are four pairs of adjacent angles, that is angle A, angle B, angle C, angle D and angle D, angle A. So this is the definition of a quadrilaterals, in which we have sides, angles, opposite sides, diagonals, opposite angles, adjacent sides and adjacent angles. After that, we have types of quadrilaterals. Types of quadrilaterals. Types of quadrilaterals. First is parallelogram. Now, what is a parallelogram? Parallelogram is that quadrilateral in which opposite sides are parallel. Opposite sides are parallel. This pair is parallel to this and this pair is parallel to this. Quadrilateral is a parallelogram whose opposite sides are parallel. Quadrilateral is a parallelogram whose opposite sides are parallel. Opposite sides are parallel. Now we have some properties of the parallelogram. Properties of parallelogram. Property is that opposite sides are equal. इसमें opposite side equal, that is AB is equal to CD and AD is equal to BC. Opposite sides are equal. Then opposite angles are also equal. Opposite angles are equal. That is angle A is equal to angle C and angle B is equal to angle D. Opposite angles are equals and diagonals bisect each other. Diagonal bisect each other. That is, if I take these two diagonals AC and BD intersecting at O, then OA is equal to OC and OB is equal to OD. OA is equal to OC and OB is equal to OD. Diagonal bisect each other. So this is the definition of the parallelogram and properties of the parallelogram. So this is the parallelogram and some properties of the parallelogram. After that we have rectangle. Now what is a rectangle? Rectangle is that parallelogram in which vertex angle is equal to 90 degree. Is that parallelogram in which vertex angle is equal to 90 degree. Parallelogram, rectangle is a parallelogram whose all angles is equal to 90 degree. हर एक angle 90 degree. Now what is the properties of rectangle? What are the properties of rectangle? First is all angles is equal to 90 degrees. Diagonals are equal. इनके diagonals equal होते हैं. That is AC is equal to BD. So rectangle is a parallelogram whose all angles equal to 90 degree. And what are the properties? All angles to 90 degree hai and all angles are diagonals are equal to each other. And it also satisfies the properties of the parallelogram because it is a parallelogram, that is diagonals bisect each other, opposite sides are equal, opposite angles are equal, and like that. After that we have rhombus. Rhombus is that parallelogram whose all sides are equal. In all sides are equal. Rhombus is a parallelogram whose all sides equal. जिसकी parallelogram whose all sides are equal is a rhombus. Property first is the diagonals bisect each other at right angle. Bisect each other at right angle, that is they are perpendicular to each other and bisect also. Perpendicular to each other, diagonal bisect each other at right angles. Diagonals are not equal. Diagonals not equal and vertex angle not equal to 90 degree. Vertex angles not equal to 90 degree. So this is the third property. Main thing is all sides are equal. A parallelogram whose all sides are equal is a rhombus. So main property of this rhombus is that the diagonal bisect each other at right angle. Because it is a parallelogram, so its diagonals are not equal and the vertex angle is not equal to 90 degree. After that we have a square. square parallelogram is a square is a parallelogram whose all sides are equal and vertex angle 90 degree. Vertex angle 90 degree. A square is a parallelogram whose all sides equal, which is also in case of a rhombus, but in parallelogram, but in square all angles is equal to 90 degree. Now what are the properties of the square? Property is diagonals equal होते हैं इसमें, diagonals equal. Second, diagonal bisect each other at right angle, same as diagonal bisect each other at right angle, the same as in case of rhombus. But the difference between a square and rhombus that the diagonals of the square are equal, but the diagonals of the square rhombus are not equal, and the vertex angle of the square is 90 degree, whereas the vertex angle of rhombus are not equal to 90 degree. And the diagonals are equal, and diagonal bisect each other at right angle, and all angles equal to 90 degree. Now difference between rhombus and square. In rhombus, diagonals are not equal, whereas in square, diagonals equal. In rhombus, vertex angle not equal to 90 degree, whereas in square, vertex angle is equal to 90 degree. So this is the main difference between the square and the rhombus. After that, we have a trapezium. So trapezium is a quadrilateral, not a parallelogram, quadrilateral in which one pair of opposite sides are parallel. Only one pair is parallel, like this, ABCD, in which one pair is only parallel. AB is parallel to DC. Kite. Kite is a quadrilateral in which adjacent sides are equal. Only the adjacent sides are equal. This is equal to this and this is equal to this. Quadrilateral whose two pairs of adjacent sides are equal, that is AB is equal to AD and DC is equal to BC. This is equal to this, this is equal to this. So this is the some types of quadrilaterals we have discussed, and the difference between these quadrilaterals and main differences between the square and the rhombus. After that, you have to do that, prove that sum of all angles of quadrilateral is equal to 360 degree. That is, you have to prove that some angle property of a quadrilateral. So let ABCD is a quadrilateral. So given is ABCD is a quadrilateral, and you have to prove that the sum of their all angles is equal to 360 degree. To prove it, join AC. So in triangle ABC, angle 1, angle 2 plus angle B is equal to 180 degree. In triangle ADC, let us call it 3, let us call it 4. Angle 3 plus angle 4 plus angle D is equal to 180 degree. You know it, some angle property of a triangle. Now adding these two steps, it will be angle 1 plus angle 3, angle 2 plus angle 4, angle B, angle D is equal to 180 plus 180, 180 plus 180. This plus this, this plus this, this plus this, 180, 1 plus 180. Now you see it carefully in the figure. Angle 1 plus 3 is angle A. Angle 2 plus angle 4 is equal to angle C. Angle B and angle D is equal to 360. So the sum of all angles of a quadrilateral is 360. This is known as the sum angle property of a quadrilateral. So these are some basics for the quadrilaterals, and we have done one property, that sum of all angles of a quadrilateral is equal to 360. And we'll start with the exercise in the next lecture. Thank you.